Once upon a time, in the vibrant city of Lagos, there lived a man named Ajo. Ajo was known for his charm and wit, traits that had won him many friends and admirers. Despite his charisma, Ajo harbored a deep-seated ambition to rise above his modest beginnings. His parents had struggled to provide for their family, and Ajo vowed that he would not suffer the same fate. One sunny afternoon, as Ajo strolled through the bustling streets of Victoria Island, he caught sight of a young woman named Amara. Amara was the daughter of Chief Adi, one of the wealthiest and most influential men in the city. She was beautiful, kind, and had a heart as generous as her father's bank account. Ajo knew instantly that she was the key to his dreams of wealth and prestige. With a carefully crafted plan, Ajo began to court Amara. He attended the same social events, volunteered at the same charities, and made sure to be wherever she was. His persistence paid off, and soon he had charmed his way into her heart. Amara was smitten by Ajo's intelligence and sense of humor, and it wasn't long before she introduced him to her father. Chief Adi, a shrewd businessman, was initially wary of Ajo. He had seen many men try to woo his daughter for her wealth rather than for love. However, Ajo played his part well. He spoke passionately about his ambitions and dreams, presenting himself as a man of integrity and vision. Gradually, Chief Adi's suspicions faded, and he welcomed Ajo into the family. A grand wedding was arranged, and the union of Ajo and Amara was celebrated with much fanfare. The who's who of Lagos society attended the ceremony, and the festivities went on for days. Ajo felt triumphant. He had succeeded in his plan. He was now part of one of the wealthiest families in Lagos, and the future he had always dreamed of seemed within reach. Months passed, and Ajo lived a life of luxury and comfort. However, despite his newfound wealth, something was amiss. Amara's love and devotion were unwavering, but Ajo's heart remained cold and calculating. He had what he wanted, but it didn't bring the fulfillment he had imagined. Instead, he felt a growing emptiness. One evening, as Ajo sat alone in the lavish study of their mansion, he stumbled upon Amara's journal. Curiosity got the better of him, and he began to read. In her entries, Amara wrote about her love for Ajo, her dreams of their future together, and her unwavering belief in his goodness. She described moments of joy and hope, believing that they were building a life of love and partnership. Ajo was struck by her words. For the first time, he realized the depth of Amara's affection and the sincerity of her belief in him. He felt a pang of guilt for his deceit and manipulation. The wealth he had coveted now felt like a burden, and the life he had envisioned seemed hollow. Determined to make amends, Ajo decided to change. He began to involve himself in Chief Adi's businesses, not out of greed, but with a genuine desire to contribute and learn. He started to take an interest in the charities Amara supported, using his skills to help those in need. Slowly but surely, he transformed from a man driven by ambition to one driven by a sense of purpose and love. As the years went by, Ajo and Amara's bond grew stronger. Ajo's love for her became genuine, and he found joy in their life together. Chief Adi, seeing the change in his son-in-law, entrusted him with greater responsibilities, and Ajo proved himself to be a worthy heir. In the end, Ajo inherited Chief Adi's wealth, but more importantly, he inherited the values of integrity, love, and generosity that the chief had instilled in his family. Ajo's journey from ambition to redemption was complete, and he realized that true wealth lay not in riches, but in the love and trust of those dear to him. And so, Ajo and Amara lived a life of happiness and fulfillment, building a legacy that would be remembered not for its wealth, but for the love and kindness they shared with the world.